Hello, hi friends, good morning to everyone. Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Bangalore, Automobile Engineering Department. That is the subject for 5th semester Diploma in Automobile Engineering. The subject name is like this: Design of Machine Elements. Under this subject, unit number 5, that is design of IC engine parts. In that unit number 5, so session 8, so my part is session 8, so that I am going to teach about the simple problems on piston design. So in previous video and in my previous classes, so we discussed about the detailed design procedure of the piston. So what is the procedure for the piston and how to solve the problem? So that we have understood in the last previous classes. Okay. So now, so this is the last session for my side. That is simple design of IC engine parts. Okay. That is piston. So session number 8. Okay. So what are the contents that are included in this topic? Let us see. So first one is a simple problem. So now I will do the problem on this topic, that is design of piston. Unsolved problems. So here the second problem is not I am going to do the second problem, just I will give it to for homework. Okay. So next thing is multiple choice questions, and last one is the references. So these are all the contents which are included in this session. Okay. So here the simple problem is like this. So already I have solved one problem on the same thing. Okay. So the problem is like this. Second problem: design an aluminum alloy piston with a flat head for an IC engine having 100 mm bore, that is capital D. D is given. The maximum explosion pressure is equal to 4.5 Newton per mm square. So that is P, small p is given, that is 4.5 Newton per mm square. Okay. Given that permissible stress for aluminum alloy piston, so stress is given, that is equal to 70 Newton per mm square. Permissible stress for piston ring 100 Newton per mm square. Cylinder wall pressure, that is equal to 0.004 Newton per mm square. Permissible bearing pressure on piston barrel, that is equal to 0.45 Newton per mm square. So permissible bearing pressure for piston pin, that is equal to 70 Newton per mm square. So these are all the given data. So here now I have taken D is equal to 100 mm, P is equal to 4.5 Newton per mm square, and sigma is equal to 70 Newton per mm square for aluminum piston, and sigma is equal to 100 Newton per mm square for piston ring. So here there are two sigmas. So aluminum piston, that is equal to 70 Newton per mm square, and for the piston ring there will be a separate value, that is equal to 100 Newton per mm square. So don't confuse with them. So you have to take the data clearly and read before taking the data, read the question fully and carefully. Okay. After that only you can take the sigma values, because both will get confusion. Okay. So suppose if you are going to fail in taking the data correctly, definitely the whole problem will be wrong. Okay. So then PR is equal to 0.04 Newton per mm square, and PB is equal to 0.45 Newton per mm square for piston barrel, and for piston pin, so there will be a separate value and a change, that is 70 Newton per mm square. The dimensions for various components of all the pistons are determined as follows. Okay. So next, so the first one is very first step. So what we are going to do? So there are 5 steps and 5 parameters that are very important to do the design of the piston. So first thing is, So we have to design about the piston head on the basis of strength and on the basis of dissipation. On these two criterion, we have to get the value of T1. So T1 means what? Thickness of the piston head. So T1 is to be calculated on the basis of these two criteria. First one is the on the basis of strength and on the basis of heat dissipation. So which is the higher value, whether it is strength value or dissipation value, which is the higher value, so that should be taken into consideration for the next design. So first point is clear. So next, second one is we have to design about the piston rings. Then third one is the design of piston skirt and design of piston barrel and design of piston pin. So these are all the points to be remembered for while doing the design of the piston. So first thing is, or first point is, first step is design of piston head. Okay, so here the thickness of the piston head on the basis of strength. So on the basis of strength, there is a separate formula, that is T1. T1 stands for thickness of the piston head. T1 is equal to 0.43 into capital D. So here capital D means diameter of the piston into square root of P upon sigma D. So this equation is readily available in Design Auto Handbook, page number 409. So by substituting all values in this equation, finally you will get a T1 value, therefore 10.9. So it can be rounded about to 11 mm. So therefore thickness of the piston head on the basis of heat dissipation. So there will be a change in formula. So separate formula is there, which is also available in page number 409. So that you have to apply the formula. So that is on the basis of dissipation. T1 is equal to capital D square into Q divided by 1600 into K into bracket Tc minus Ta. Tc means temperature at center and minus Ta means temperature at edge. So here Q value is different, the range is given. So which type of piston is here, on that basis only we have to take the Q values and range. Okay, so and Tc minus Te, because this is aluminum piston, so Tc minus Te is equal to 111 degrees centigrade. So if it is made up of cast iron piston, then we have to take it as Tc minus Te is equal to 222. So as it is made out of aluminum alloy, therefore Tc T suffix C minus T suffix E, that should be equal to 111 degrees centigrade is to be assumed. Okay, so next, therefore T1 on the basis of dissipation, by applying all these values, finally you will judge or you will get T1 is equal to 5.63. But among these two values, which is higher value, so T1 is equal to 10 point something, so that is 11 mm. So this is the higher value. This higher value should be considered for best design. Okay, so next coming to the third point, that is second point, radial ribs, that is design of radial ribs. So radial ribs may be 4 in numbers, that is thickness of the ribs varies from T1 by 3 to T1 by 2, and thickness of the ribs 11 by 3 to 11 by 2, that is equal to 3.67 to 5.55. Okay, so therefore let us adopt 5 mm. So next, piston ring. So third point is the piston ring. The radial thickness of the piston ring, that is TR is equal to D into square root of 3 pi PR divided by sigma. By substituting all these values, you will get a piston ring, that is TR. TR is equal to 3.46. Okay, so next H, that is axial thickness of the depth of the piston ring. So this is the empirical formula. By applying all these values, finally you will get H value. Okay, so next thing is H is equal to D by 10i. Okay, so here T is equal to 2.5, but higher value is going to be considered. Therefore, in earlier we got H is equal to 3 mm. Therefore, 3 mm is the suggested answer for this one. Okay, so similarly Tg, that is T1 to 1.2 times of T1. So as we know, T1 value into 1.2, so you will get 11 to 13.2. On our average, we have to take T1 is equal to 24. There is 12 point something, not 24.2. This is the mistake by the printing. Okay, so here for these two values we have to take the average value. Okay, so next similarly T land is equal to H, so that is equal to 3. So like this we have to solve the problem. and this is the point number 4, that is piston barrel. The thickness of the piston barrel can be given by like this, that is T3 is equal to 0.03 D plus B plus 4.5 mm. So this equation is also given in page number 410, that is DDHP Design Data Handbook. By substituting all values, D means diameter of the piston, and plus B is nothing but TR plus 0.4, so plus 4.5. By simplifying it, you will get 11.36 mm. So the wall thickness towards the open end of the piston, that is 0.25 T1 to this one. So therefore that is equal to 0.25 into 11.36 into 0.35 into 11.36. Finally T4 is equal to 3.4. So like this we have to solve the problem. So next, last point is piston skirt. So that is maximum side thrust on the cylinder due to the gas pressure. So here there are two equations. One is R is equal to 0.1 into area into P. Therefore 0.1 into area means pi divided by 4 into D means diameter of the piston, that is 100 square, into P means pressure, that is 4.5. You will get 3534.29, 3534.29 Newton. So now we can call it as equation number 1. Okay. So next, side thrust due to bearing pressure on the piston barrel. So there will be a different formula. R is equal to PB into capital D into L. So same thing, 0.45 into D means 100 mm. So L is not given, so L is going to be determined. Therefore put the same thing as it is unknown, so for 45 L. So now we can call it as equation number 2. So now we have these two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2. Now we equating the equations 1 and 2, like equation number 1, 3534.29 is equal to second equation, that is 45 into L. Therefore L is unknown here, so L can be taken outside. Therefore L is equal to this much divided by 45. Finally you will get L value, that is length of skirt, therefore 78.54 or 53. So now it can be rounded about to 80 mm. So like this you have to do the problem. Okay. So next, length of the piston, L is equal to capital L. Capital L is different, small L1 is different, small L is different, don't confuse with them. So therefore length of the piston L is equal to D2 1.5 times of D. Therefore on an average you will get L is equal to 125 mm. Okay. So last one is the piston pin, length of the gudgeon pin, that is small L1, that is equal to 0.45 times D to the 0.5 times of the capital D. So D here 100 mm. So finally you will get a 50 mm. That is range 45 to 50 mm. So like this you do the problem. Now let us adopt L1 is equal to 47.5 mm. Now diameter of the piston pin. So finally you have to calculate piston pin, that is diameter of the piston pin, by applying this formula. This formula is readily available in Design Data Handbook page number 411, wide equation number 18.15a. Okay. So here this is the D value. D is equal to area, that is pi divided by 4 into D square means diameter of the piston, that is 100 square, into P maximum means 4.5 divided by 4 L1, 4 into L1, L1 means 47.5 into PB means 70. By substituting all these values in this equation, finally you will get a D value. So it is around 10.62. So next, that can be rounded over to next to even number. Okay. So these are all the contents, and these are all the problems. Okay. So like this you have to do the problem. Okay. So finally I will close my topic, and finally unsolved. One more problem is here, that is unsolved. So I will give the problem as unsolved for your homework. So take down the homework problem, that is like this: design a cast iron trunk type piston for single acting 4-stroke diesel engine, 4-stroke engine, developing 75 kilowatt per cylinder and running at 600 RPM revolution per minute. The other available data is as follows. Okay, maximum gas pressure is like this, indicated mean effective pressure is like this, mechanical efficiency is like this, difference in temperature at the center is different, edge is different, piston head stress is different, allowable stress is different, and allowable bearing pressure is different. So like this, all these data which are given in the problem, just you take down the data carefully and apply the formula, and you can refer the DDHB carefully and solve the problem as I have given for your homework. So last topic is multiple choice questions. Here there are so many questions are here, but actually 8 questions are here. First thing is the thickness of the piston head on the basis of strength. T1 is equal to 0.43 times of D, because this is the regular equation for finding out the T1 value on the basis of strength. Okay, so this is the equation, that is 0.43 into D. D means the diameter of the piston into square root of P, that is pressure, gas pressure divided by sigma D. Okay, when D is equal to 100 mm. So just these are all the here P is also given, sigma D is also given, D is given. Just only the thing is to substitute all these values in this simple equation. Finally you will get a T1 value. So I will not suggest you as the answer. So do the problem first and later on judge the answer. So finally you can see the answers that are given in last slide. Okay, second question is like this: heat flow gases, that is 32,000 to 1,28,000 joules per second meter square, degree centigrade per mm is for dash dash. There are so many options: cast iron piston, aluminum alloy piston, plastic piston, none of these. Okay, so next third question is like this: heat flow gases 64,000 to 2,56,000 joules per second meter square, degree centigrade per mm is for either it for cast iron piston, or it for aluminum piston, or it for plastic piston, or it for none of these. Okay, suggest the answer, suggest the best answer for this question. Okay, there are so many options, just judge the correct answer. Okay, so next fourth one is radial drips for the piston. TR is equal to T1 by 3 to T1 by 2, when T1 is equal to 11 mm and TR is so and so and so. These are all the answers here, but I will not suggest the correct answer. Just you read the question and judge the answer. Okay, so do it yourself. And fifth question is like this: radial thickness of the piston ring, that is TR is equal to small p into 3 PR so and so so and so, D is equal to so and so, PR is 0.04 Newton per mm square, sigma is equal to 100 Newton per mm square. Then TR value that you have to calculate, and there are 4 options. Among these you have to select the best answer and correct answer. Okay, so question number 6: piston barrel T3 is equal to 0.03 D plus B plus 4.5 mm, when D is equal to this much and TR is equal to this much and B is equal to this much, and T3 should be calculated. So which is the best answer and which is the right answer for this question? Judge yourself only and write up the correct answer for this question. Okay, so because there are so many, there are 4 options are here. Okay, out of these, one is the correct answer, so pick the right answer. Okay, so next last but one question, that is length of the piston L is equal to capital D to 1.5 D, when D is equal to 100 mm and L is dash. Okay, so here 25 mm, 50 mm, 75 mm and 125 mm. Actually 1.5. So here L is equal to D. D means L is equal to 100 mm. So one answer, L is equal to 1.5 D. Another answer is 1.5 into 100. Okay, you will get different answers, but finally you have to take a mean value, that is 100 plus 150. You add these two, you will get 250 divided by 2 is equal to, right answer is 125. So 125 is the right answer for this question number 7. Okay, so next like this you have to do the problems, remaining problems. So last question is piston pin L1, that is equal to 0.45 times of D to the 0.5 times of D, when D is equal to 100 mm, then you know this like this. So same problem that I have taught you previous, that is seventh problem. So similarly you have to substitute the value of d and this range to this range and take out the mean reading and suggest the correct answer for this question. Okay, so the right answer, that is B, is the right answer for question number 8. So for remaining 6 questions, judge the answers yourself. Okay, so next the last topic is references. So references, so what are the books that I have referred in preparing this video? So let us see the books. What are the books here? But actually R.S. Kurmi, this is the standard book, and V.B. Bhandari, it is also machine design by V.B. Bhandari, machine design by R.S. Kurmi. And along with these 2 books, I have referred one more book that is very important, that is because it is very mandatory book, that is DDHP, Design Data Handbook for Mechanical Engineers, written by K. Mahadevan and K. Balavir Reddy. Okay, so these are all the books that I have referred for preparing this video. So final session is the LMS team. These are all the faculty members. So Sri Gopinath sir, who is the chairman of our who is the chairman of our automobile engineering board. So I am thankful to Sri Gopinath sir. My sincere thanks to Gopinath sir, who is the chairman of our department. Okay, so my sincere thanks to LMS coordinator Jagdish Bagli and Anil Bagre, and our coordinator, moderator TP Chavan sir. Okay, so my sincere thanks to our moderator TP Chavan sir. Okay, and also I am expressing my thanks to our subject expert Sri S.S. Shambhoji sir, KHK Dharwad. Okay, so and also I am thankful to other content developers and my colleagues. Okay, thank you one and all. So for any queries, please contact me through the mail. So this is the mail address, that is bhwmasenkrl@gmail.com, bhimsenkrl@gmail.com. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you one and all.